What's up everyone, welcome back one more time. You know the deal, we play Historic Brawl, and today we are playing with the boogeyman of the format in Atraxa Grand Unifier. Hadn't had the chance to play with Atraxa before, and I said why not, since I've been exploring with artificial intelligence and images and generating some sort of variants of just cool art that I would like to work with. And Atraxa has a very cool art. And you're going to see some pictures today of what can be achieved nowadays. And really happy with it. And we can also play with a powerful commander every now and then to, yeah, kind of learn how it works. So we know how to work against it. Alright, opponent on Thanos, Ledger Shredder. We can play an untapped Blooming Marsh. And I feel like I want to kill this Shredder. His next turn, we can maybe play these. And then take a dirty extra turn. So yeah, been doing a lot with... Okay, oh, good thing we didn't play the Arcane Signet, wow. Alright, so that was good sequencing. On hindsight, yeah, I've been doing a lot. I am an AI engineer. And been recently exploring the new techniques around generative models. Thanks to the people in the Discord server that are doing that. I got myself involved with this. Let's play the Brushland, and should we take an extra turn? Well, I think we're going to just pass because they have mana up. I don't want to rush into a counter, so let's keep on doing our thing, ramping, trying to play Atraxa. Like, you play Atraxa and it's like GG's. Wow, growth spiral. We can even keep waiting. They are waiting with mana up. Presumably with a counter spell. So people in the Discord server are experimenting with this. And I just play Growth Spiral, Overgrown Tomb, Enter Stepped. And I do that for a living, so... so I guess it makes sense that I got involved in that too. Alright, so now we can... Do they have a... Oh. So be it. Okay, so we're taking an extra turn. Yeah, wow, this deck feels like it can get out of control so fast. So, every video I think I'm going to just feature these images where I try to recreate some magic cards using AI. I think it's going to be a great experiment. It gives me amazing content for the channel. It gives me even better thumbnails. And it's a win-win. Alright, so cultivate, we have infinite mana, opponent stuck on 4 lands. This is kind of disgusting, and that's exactly what you feel when you're playing against Atraxa. Like, it's a disgusting deck. So, I'm not going to run Atraxa, I think. Yeah, we have mana to cast both things. Uro and... yeah. Exile everything. If they counter this, we can go and play Atraxa. So the ability to see the top 10 cards of your deck and choose the correct spells is just so overwhelmingly powerful. Opponent with a Frill Mystic, but that's pretty much game, because we get Atraxa and yeah, alright. That's how you do it. Oh, okay, so Atraxa versus Atraxa. Here we are for another round of awesomeness and brokenness. So this hand is pretty bonkers, right? Like 2 mana ramp spell, 3 mana ramp spell into potentially Eternal Wanderer, but they are going first, and they are another Atraxa deck. So let's see how the mirror match does. Alright, so opponent plays a Triumph. There's a Sun Petal Grove. I play Brushland. Then we can follow that up with an Into the North ramp. Get a... What do we need? What do we need? Do we need blue? We have blue in hand. Let's say... Yeah, let's say blue. Alright, so Ground Catacombs and Black Market. Aye. That we don't like to see. Yeah, that can get out of control. So, this comes on top, right? Yes, we control an island. So, no, let's cultivate, because Relic is a 3 mana. Relic is a 3 mana ramp spell that comes in on tap, whereas Cultivate gives you the ramp but tapped. So next turn we can go 1 Relic plus something else, or we could play the Eternal Wanderer. Opponent starts draining themselves to the black market connections. It's perfectly understandable. Well, cut down. I don't know, we might be staying behind. Skyclave. Oh, we can kick Skyclave. We can kick it 4-3 if they have a counter in hand. It's so brutal. But if they don't, then this is a very good payoff. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. That's great news, because those come tapped, but this puts us in a very good mana situation. And if we resolve Atraxa, then we should be good. Our best draw here might be a counter spell to back up Atraxa, although opponent is getting so much value. I'm jealous. I really like the black market connections, and I like playing with that card but not playing against. So let's cut down this token while we can. Let's try not to die. They are at 13, so one thing is that we could potentially kill them. Oh, Tasha. We could potentially kill them, just one-shot them with Atraxa. Tasha is not so problematic as we don't run so many creatures. So River, what do we do? Eternal. So Eternal Wanderer, what does this do for us? No, we have to play Atraxa. Because we can recast her again next turn if they counter. Counter? No? Yes. I can feel it. I can feel it, yes. Alright, so Wash Away taken from their hand. They used a Treasure, which is a small victory. But now we can Curse of Silence them and delay their Atraxa. So we can name Atraxa Grand Unifier and wait up with a Go for the Throat. Have to beware of Tasha's ultimate. They mill their own Eternal Wanderer. Yeah, and here more value for the opponent. Yikes. They go down to 10. And take up Tasha. Beware. And no some secrets. Alright, so let's pass. And a tap then. Okay. Ugh, more lands. Come on. Alright, so Atraxa? Yep. We have another counter. No! Yes! Come on. Well, we'll see. Ooh. These are good ones. Thoughtseize. Better than all the rest. Oh, not so much, right? Like land and instant. How on earth are we whiffing so hard with this? Okay. Okay. So we could Thoughtseize them or trophy the Tasha, which is better. Because that's about to ultimate. Okay, we dealt with Tasha. That's this is a very good situation for us. They're going to put a land into play. But we avoided the Tasha ultimate. Wow, Atraxa is so good, because now they have to deal with it. But as you see, they deal with it, but it will eventually come back. That's the thing with Atraxa. And we're happy to see it back on our command zone. So the fact that we were able to kick Skyclave Relic is... wow. Here comes a better version of Atraxa. I'm going to decline this trigger because I still want to tax them when we kill Atraxa, because we can kill it multiple ways. We're probably going to run the Wandering Emperor or the Eternal Wanderer. Alright. Down to 24. How did we gain so much life? More lands. We have drawn so many lands. Okay, so let's thought system. Remove what? They have a yeah, a memory lapse in hand. And there's a Neuro. I think we have to take the memory lapse because they can cast it. And that clears the way for the Eternal Wanderer. Like, we need to kill their Atraxa. We could play our own Atraxa, but the Eternal Wanderer is just better. Yeah, let's deal with Atraxa by making them sacrifice it. And pass. Next turn we try to resolve Atraxa again. While they are probably going to try to run Atraxa or double cast Uro, because they have Uro in hand, which they can escape from the graveyard too. Right, opponent down to 6. And they duress us, so we might as well use this. This way we also protect our Planeswalker. Yep. Opponent takes nothing from our hand, and here probably comes Uro. Uro is going to trigger twice, they gain some life. You're far away from dying to their black market connections now. But yeah, just a couple of Atraxa decks going at each other. Fair magic, just fair magic. There's Uro again. And what else? They have an Explore they can cast, put more lands into play. Skyclave. Alright. And they kicked it. Ooh. Well, opponent is kind of copying us. Let's go now Atraxa, because we have drawn so many lands. Alright, Atraxa, one more time. Here it is. And this shall be a good one. Wow, yeah. Every time that you draw Emergent Ultimatum is kind of bonkers. What else do we take here? We can take an instant. Maybe Pact? Yeah, Pact ensures that we can survive. Shipwreck Marsh and Binding, and we can choose a Planeswalker. I guess Kaya is good here. As if they play their Atraxa, then we could also exile it and get another Atraxa if we please. Yeah, so much value. This is so insane. Alright, and we are even passing up with a Pact of Negation. And oh, we can blink Atraxa. No way. Yeah, just disgusting. So we decline the trigger. Don't put it on the command zone. And we could even use Leyline. And let's also use Leyline on Uro. Well, I had to see first what I was going to draw with Atraxa, but that's okay. We want to get rid of Uro too. So we take Alrund, we take the Fairy, we take a land, whatever. We can pick Glacial Fortress. And then there's Memory Lapse and Celestus. Yes, this is insane. Discard 4 cards. Wow, 4. Like, we don't need more lands, we don't need more ramp. Let's get rid of all these and move on. Just Pact of Negation, something big, and try to close the game. Jeez. This is so good. A little bit too powerful if you ask me. Explore, alright. Explore, you can draw a card, put a land into play. And Alrund's Epiphany. Do we Pact of Negation these? Do we? I don't think we do. Like, what's the worst? They go to their extra turn. We just need to counter something that is going to win them the game, and that card is not going to win them the game right now. There's a Teferi. Because with multiple counters, like we have Emergent Ultimatum, we have Pact of Negation, we can take an extra turn, we can counter with Memory Lapse. When we go to our next turn, is going to be pretty bonkers. They draw with Ascanta, and they just run a growth spiral. That's pretty good for us. Spending mana in just drawing cards. Binding. Do we care about binding? No, right? No, we just have to wait. Binding, going to destroy Atraxa. That's perfectly good. Now we put her in the command zone. This is good. This is not winning them the game, and I don't think the fairy wins them the game either. So no need for Pact. We might need most of our mana to do crazy stuff next turn. They draw. Alright, so end step. Going to untap a couple of lands. Oh, Mystical Dispute is even better. Alright, so let's take 2 here for no reason other than I don't want to make math. Just have full availability of lands. Aron's Epiphany. Do you want to counter this? Swan Song. Alright, so we could memory lapse your Swan Song. Okay. Oh, they will draw it again. Alright, so they draw the Swan Song again from the Ascanta. The Rika Swan Song, but now we can Mystical Dispute their Swan Song. Counter battles. That's great. So now we have an extra turn, and we could activate the Wanderer for a 2/2 double striker that can go after Teferi 2. That's a Triumph, and there's no way we're losing this game. Because now we get Emergent Ultimatum with a Pact of Negation as a backup. Holy. Okay, so what do? We can take Time Warp, both Lilianas, maybe Eldest Reborn to get rid of Teferi. I don't think Teferi is too bad. So maybe both Planeswalkers. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, Emergent Ultimatum. Just a pretty good magic card. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue to play with Atraxa, the Grand Unifier. We go first. Hand looks very good. We have a 2-mana ramp spell into Teferi. We're playing versus Nicol Bolas, so we keep facing good opposition. Hollow Fountain untapped. Play Cold Steel Hearts. This gets us to Teferi next turn. And whatever they play, we are going to bounce. Hoping that it is an artifact. Yes, Mind Stone. Alright, so this could be game right here, because this swings the game in our favor so much. Shattered Sanctum, Teferi. Bounce your Mind Stone. Bye-bye. And wow! We continue to play with Atraxa. Yeah. Sometimes we have to play with the strong decks. You know what? It happens. Opponent goes first. Hand looks pretty good to me. Growth Spiral, Cold Steel Heart. We should start with a Fable Passage. And we shall grab a Forest to make some Petal Grove come into play and tap next turn. We're still going to need to play the blue for Growth Spiral. Clement. Alright, so this is aggro. They're pumping their creatures in hand. So what do we do here? We could play Cold Steel Heart. We can play Command Tower. We're just going to use the Growth Spiral during their turn. Okay, do we use the Edict? And I think we don't. Because they can recast that thing and grow the team even further. Karisev. That's a problem. We need removal. Ooh, Fireblade Charger. Now we need a Wrath. We could die to aggro. We take so... Okay, Growth Spiral. Let's put this one. We take so much time to prepare that they could perfectly aggro us out here. So now what? We can Yavimaya Coast, Cold Steel Heart into Sheoldred's Edict. Let's put it on blue. make them sack something, but that's not going to be very good because they can sack. They can always sack the. They can always sack the Fireblade Charger. Yeah, and this thing, when it dies, deals damage to anything. So let's make them sack. They will sack the Charger. So we're essentially taking 2 regardless. Yeah, going down to 21. They might be fast enough to kill us. Down to 15. Making Ragavan. And an Abiding Grace. Abiding Grace, they can... Wow, are they built around that card? Wow. Okay, so... Teferi... Draw. Hold up Faithful Absence. Let's see if we draw something good. Well, okay. Something good it is, but it's not for now. Let's untap. We need white. Well, we have a command tower untapped. So whatever this and this. Yeah. So we kill something. Well, we kill Karisev here. Karisev making the monkey is the worst. The next turn we untap and we can play Ultimatum or Atraxa. I don't know how they kill Atraxa. They need Source to Plowshares or an exile-based removal spell. Right, so Clement is going to specialize. Sure. So 3/3. And a Wolfie. Alright, cool. Oh, I should have... Well, okay, that's... We're giving them an extra card. Because we could have killed the Karisev with Mila on the stack. I forgot for 1 second what that card does. So many cards. Alright, so 3 down, but this is a turn where we do something big and ridiculous. Like, you can see opponent play these perfectly, sequence their cards. And we don't have the required mana for Emergent Ultimatum, but we play this and it's just, wow, ridiculous. I think I want casualties. We can take Overgrown Farmland, cut down. Yeah, Witness Protection. There we go. So next turn we can remove things, kill their lands, kill their enchantment, and win so much life in the process that opponent scoops. Yeah, that's what happened with this. So this will be the last round that we play with Atraxa the Grand Unifier, learning how to pilot one of the strongest decks in the format. This hand looks pretty awesome. We go first. We have removal, we can ramp with Uro if we hit more lands, we can draw with Impulse, Kobold, War Color. So this gives haste to something in their hand perpetually. The card is good. We could play that and tap or play this Gauntlet Shrine. So, holding up. Hopefully we can draw if they don't play something really strong here. Cold Steel. Do we let them ramp? No. We can memory lapse this. I'm fine with this play. Maybe they don't have another land in hand, so we can mess with them. So something in their hand has haste now. And we can play Uro. Game 3, draw a card, maybe, hopefully hit a land. That would be the greatest. Let's see. Yes, yes. Okay, land is great. We need one more land if we can ask for that. There's the Cold Steel. Opponent didn't have the land in hand. They are cheating. And now something else has haste in their hand. So we play this land, hitting our lands like champions. And we don't do anything here. We just impulse. We can kill something with Assassin's Trophy. Alright, Koth. Let's impulse first. Maybe we find a counter spell. Pact of Negation. I don't think I want. I much rather have the land, if you ask me, because land is what we have the tools in hand to win the game. We just need to hit our lands. This gets us to Professor Onyx, which then gets us to Atraxa, which then gets us to Emergent Ultimatum. We can kill Koth, and I think I'm going to do it. Because Koth ultimating is a problem. We're giving them another mountain, which is not ideal. We are making Koth more expensive, so that's alright. We are also sending things to the graveyard for Uro, so I think using our spells makes even more sense. Crater Maker, so that's the hasty thingy. One of the two. Okay, so we are taking 3. Wash Away is a good draw. But we are still going to run Liliana here. Professor Onyx. We take it up. We are making them have a hasty creature, which they have. But can they kill it? That's the question. And yeah, I'm taking another land here. This is way too important. Because for the mono red player, an Atraxa on the battlefield is kind of good game. So that's the thing. They might focus here on killing Professor Onyx, and they spend the resources on that, but the thing that is going to follow up is Atraxa. And then if they have, by any chance, a way to... yeah, burn them house, that's fine. If they have, by any chance, a way to deal with Atraxa, then after that, we are getting an ultimatum. So... this deck. Thank you for all the kindness. Holy moly. Curse of whatever, and we hit another land, which is fantastic, so this can come on top. Oh, we can even play the ultimatum right now. Perfect mana, never didn't have it, and this is a 7 mana win the game card. Take 2 extra turn spells, and farewell. This is GG's. Alright, so guys. Yeah. The deck is too good. The deck is too good. And I'm not surprised. I know by playing against it that it's an amazing, amazing deck. It's fun. When you're playing it, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's not really fun to play against. But yeah, that's what we have. This is Atraxa. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like. We will see each other on a future video.